Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kanji once again with a review which you probably haven't seen for some time. Yes, as you can probably see from the mess in front of you, I have been busy still collecting, but I haven't been putting many videos out. So thanks to everyone who's still supporting my videos and checking them out and asking questions and things. I'll try and get more content out. But what I found is there's so many great reviews out there for most stuff that I couldn't really do it justice. So I let other people who are probably better than I am put their videos out and do their reviews, and I just kind of will do stuff when I don't see anyone else covering it. So today I have an exciting update, which is why I have done this particular video. So a lot of you will have recently seen, if I can just get it, a few videos have been going up for this chappie. Yes, this is Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan Vegito. And yeah, it's a pretty nice figure. Definitely one of the better demoniacal fits, in my opinion. I think they've done a pretty good job on that figure, if I'm not mistaken. I know a few people complain about the hair, a little bit shiny, but I think the face has been done pretty well. The articulation is pretty good, and I really like the fact that he comes with this Boo tentacle accessory as well. I think that's kind of a nice touch there, which, yeah, I think that's a bit better. Was a really good job. I think I was impressed with how this turned out. Now, the biggest issue that I think a lot of people were complaining about was, of course, the break-in neck pegs. And as you can see on mine, what I actually did to avoid that is I've put this neck peg in, which is actually from the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. So it's a legit Tamashii Nations neck peg to avoid any unnecessary breakages. But in their wisdom, Demoniacal Fit have acknowledged that there is an issue. And so with the latest pack, which is just arrived, the Ultimate Fighter accessories, you'll see here extra neck and wrist joints included. So yeah, that's really just an update. I haven't unboxed this yet, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff on the internet already. People have received this and done reviews and all the rest of it. So that isn't what I'm going to be talking about today. What I'm going to be talking about today is something else that came in the post. None other than Gotenks Ghosts. So, yes, another bootleg item from China. But you know what? I absolutely love these. It's an opportunity for people who, want to, build their display and army build, etc., to be able to essentially get some of these accessories without having to either buy the figure again or, just go without. So what we have had is a bag. Basically, it comes with a bag of ghosts. So let me just show you one of these ghosts. So these are the Kamikaze ghosts. And as you can see, for the most part, it is almost identical to the original version that came with Gotenks. Now, if I give you a little comparison, you'll see there are some subtle differences. So, I was going to get to focus. So there you have the bootleg here on the left, and you have the official version on the right. You'll see the bootleg one's got kind of more of a blue tint to it. And the QC is not as good or as detailed. Isn't really focusing for me. It's kind of a bit tricky. I get in one hand. There we go. So you can see straight away the QC on the one on the left there isn't as good. It's clearly, you know, a bootleg mold. It does kind of remind me of bootlegs in general. But for what it is, it's not too bad. Now the bonus is, as you all know, the original edition did not really have any customization available to it. It literally was just what it was. But the cool thing about this version is it can be slightly modified. So the first thing to note is the tongue is being made removable. So you can pose it with the tongue in its mouth, or you can pose it just smiling without the tongue in its mouth. Additionally, they've actually made the faceplate removable. So I can actually take this face off completely, and then each set actually comes with an alternate head with a slightly different expression. So you can have kind of an open mouth with the tongue in, or the one that you saw before with the tongue out, or you could have that face without the tongue, just kind of showing the teeth, which kind of almost gives you, like, I guess, 3 different options for display. And that's exactly what they give you in that pack. They give you 3 of these Gotenks ghosts. Now, in addition, and I'll show you this afterwards, you also get stands. So those of you who are familiar with the Tamashii stage act stands will know that they kind of come with lots of, they come in a few different flavours, I guess. And what this company have done is they've basically taken the new Tamashii stage acts and they've basically given us the stems with their own kind of take on it, with a custom style base. So you can see here, it's like a custom disc base with peg holes in it, and then it's got the little peg bits for the stems, and then obviously the stems there go out and you just slot your Kamikaze ghosts on the back just like that. So, you know, in my opinion, just for the stands alone, these are a pretty nice accessory to get, because you know, for those of you who collect SH figure arts, you'll be familiar with the fact that they aren't the most balanced figures, and stands are kind of imperative if you don't want them falling over all the time. So, the only negative I would say, and I'm having a bit of a trouble with it at the moment, is the tongue. You know, they've literally just removed it, I guess, from the original sculpt and made it so you can stick it in the face. But I would say they probably could have done a better job at getting that tongue to be able to slot in without falling out. So yeah. So what you have is, and tell me if I've gone overboard, loads of ghosts. Yes, loads of ghosts. Let's get a little closer look. So the cool thing, as you can see, is you can basically have multiples of them. And I actually bought 3 sets. They were like $20 each from AliExpress, which I think is pretty good for 3 ghosts, plus, you know, all those stands. So it was like about $60 for the lot. And yeah, it's awesome for like creating that sort of Gotenks diorama of crazy Kamikaze ghosts, all being mischievous with different faces, etc. So yeah, I've just set this up, but it would be awesome for anyone who's got obviously the Majin Buu figure. That would be good fun to kind of display Majin Buu with, you know, Gotenks and the Kamikaze ghosts. I honestly don't know where that's going to be displayed now. It's almost like it needs its whole shelf for itself. Yeah, that is my very short review of the Gotenks Kamikaze Ghost from AliExpress. If you have any trouble finding them, I'll stick a link in the comments so you can find them from AliExpress. And if I don't speak to you again before, have a great Christmas. This is Kanji signing out. Peace.